Imagine waking up to a sound you have only ever heard in history documentaries. It is not the wind, and it is not a distant thunderstorm. It is a rhythmic, low-frequency thud that makes the glass in your windows vibrate. You look outside, and the horizon isn't glowing with the soft light of the sunrise. Instead, it is burning a sickly, bruised orange. Total panic is exactly 60 seconds away. Your neighbors are already tossing suitcases into cars and screaming to one another, leaving their front doors wide open in the rush. But here is the cold, hard truth of 2026. What you grab in the next 10 minutes will decide if you are a survivor or just another nameless statistic in a displacement camp. Today, we are not talking about recreational camping gear. We're looking at the 15 brutal essentials you need to stay alive when the world you knew collapses. Most people will reach for their jewelry or heavy family heirlooms. That is their first mistake, and quite likely their last. There is one item on this list, so small it fits in the palm of your hand, that is more valuable than a bar of gold when you hit your first military checkpoint. If you do not know what it is, you are not ready for what is coming. The air changes when a city prepares to bleed. Everything feels heavy and cold. When a power grid begins to flicker and the sirens become a permanent background noise, you need a plan. Number 1, the ghost ticket. Your identification documents are your only way to exist in a war zone. Your passport, national ID, birth certificates, and legal papers are your only tickets through the labyrinth of checkpoints and refugee processing centers. Without them, you do not exist. You are a ghost, and in times of conflict, ghosts get detained for questioning. These documents also help authorities reunite families and verify citizenship when the dust finally settles. If you need medical treatment, some hospitals or aid organizations may request identification before providing certain services. Property ownership papers and insurance records will also be critical for rebuilding your life later. Keep these in a waterproof folder tucked tightly against your body. While we love our cloud storage in 2026, remember that when the towers are jammed or the satellites go dark, a physical piece of paper is the only login that actually works. Number 2, the 72-hour clock. Water is the most critical survival resource. The human body is a ticking clock, and you only have about 3 days before that clock stops forever. When conflict begins, public utilities are the first to fail. Pipelines break, and clean water sources become contaminated by debris or intentional sabotage. Carrying drinking ensures ensures you stay hydrated during the long, uncertain hours of evacuation. Dehydration does not just kill you, it makes you lose your mind. It slows your brain, blurs your vision, and impairs your judgment. In a war zone, a slow mind is a death sentence. You should carry at least 1 to 2 liters per person. But do not just carry water, carry the ability to make more. A portable filter or purification tablets can turn a questionable puddle into a lifeline, allowing you to clean wounds or rinse your eyes when the air turns thick with chemical smoke. Number 3, the fuel for the journey. Fueling your mind requires non-perishable food. We're talking high-calorie, low-weight items like energy bars, dried fruits, nuts, and peanut butter. These are things that do not need a stove or a kitchen. Hunger is a silent enemy that saps your will to move. In emergency situations, low blood sugar leads to weakness and irritability, making it harder to make split-second decisions that could save your life. If you're packing canned goods, do not be the person who forgets a manual can opener. It sounds trivial until you're staring at a tin of meat with no way to reach the calories inside while hiding in a cold basement. Having your own food supply ensures stability and comfort for your family while you wait for aid that might be days away. Number 4, the immediate response. The sounds of conflict are often followed by the grim reality of injury. A professional first aid kit is not a luxury, it is a basic requirement. We are not just talking about bandages for small scrapes. You need sterile gauze, antiseptic, pain relievers, and most importantly, medical gloves and tools to stop heavy bleeding. In the panic of evacuation, a simple trip over debris can lead to an infection that turns fatal in days. If immediate medical assistance is unavailable, you are the doctor. This kit also allows you to assist neighbors or strangers you encounter along the way who have been caught in the crossfire. Number 5. The life preservers. If someone in your family has a chronic condition, their essential medications are more precious than oxygen. People with asthma, diabetes, heart disease, or severe allergies rely on these to remain stable. Missing doses for several days can lead to medical complications that are impossible to treat in a ditch. Pharmacies do not stay open during an invasion. They are the first to be looted or shuttered. Pack a 14-day supply minimum, kept in clearly labeled containers with dosage instructions. If the original medicine runs out, healthcare workers in safe zones can use your written list and dosage info to provide replacements. Number 6. The digital lifeline. In our modern era, your mobile phone is your map, your radio, and your last link to the people you love. Before leaving, grab your phone and a charger. Communication is your primary benefit, allowing you to coordinate meeting points if your family gets separated in the crowd. Messaging apps might still work even when traditional lines are overloaded. Phones also provide access to maps and navigation as safe evacuation routes change suddenly. News updates and emergency alerts from authorities can warn you about air raids or safe corridors. Modern emergencies prove that a charged phone is often the difference between being lost and being found. Number 7. The battery of life. A dead phone is just a glass brick. To keep number 6 functioning, you must have a high-capacity power bank. Electricity may not be available for long periods during a conflict. Keeping your phone charged ensures it remains functional for navigation and storing digital copies of important documents or emergency contacts. In the chaos of 2026, where everything is digital, power is survival. Number 8. The currency of chaos. In a crisis, the digital economy vanishes instantly. Your credit cards are useless. Your banking app is offline. This is why you must carry physical cash, specifically in small denominations. Power outages and internet disruptions make physical currency the only language that people speak. Small shops, roadside vendors, or private drivers will only accept physical money. It is helpful to carry smaller notes to make transactions easier and avoid showing off a large amount of money in a single exchange. Banks and ATMs will have long lines or be empty within hours. Cash provides flexibility and independence, whether you are paying for a taxi ride to the border or buying emergency fuel from a roadside vendor. Number 9. The beacon in the dark. As night falls, the world becomes a very dark and very cold place. Power stations are primary targets, and a flashlight becomes your most valuable tool for moving safely. Without proper lighting, it is easy to walk into dangerous areas or trip over damaged infrastructure. Battery-powered or rechargeable LED flashlights are ideal because they consume very little energy. A flashlight can also serve as a signaling device, helping you attract rescuers or guide family members toward your location. Headlamps are another practical option because they keep both hands free while you are carrying supplies or helping a child. Number 10. The shield against the elements. The cold is a silent killer. Weather exposure is a massive risk when you are forced to spend time outdoors or in unheated shelters. Warm clothing and blankets, specifically emergency thermal blankets, can protect you from hypothermia. Even in mild climates, nights can be brutal. Layering is your best defense. A jacket, sweater, and gloves help preserve body heat, which is vital for the elderly and children. Clothing should be durable and comfortable for long-distance travel. Taking a moment to grab these items ensures you remain protected during long journeys or unexpected delays. Number 11, the universal key. You will need a multi-tool, whether it's cutting a snagged strap, opening a crate, or making basic repairs to your gear. A sturdy knife, screwdriver, and pliers are indispensable. This compact tool saves space in your bag and allows you to adapt to the unexpected problems that war always presents. It gives you the ability to improvise solutions that might otherwise be impossible when you are far from home. Number 12, the voice of truth. A portable radio, whether battery-powered or hand-crank, is your only way to receive official news and emergency broadcasts. Governments use radio when the internet and mobile networks die. Knowing which bridge is blown or where the humanitarian corridors are located can save you miles of dangerous, unnecessary travel. Listening to official announcements helps you make informed decisions about ceasefires or relief supply distributions. It also provides emotional reassurance, letting you know what is happening in the world beyond your immediate surroundings. Number 13, the invisible shield. Maintaining hygiene may seem low on the list, but it is critical for your health and dignity. Soap, hand sanitizer, toothbrushes, and wet wipes help prevent the spread of disease in crowded shelters. In refugee camps, poor sanitation allows disease to spread faster than the conflict itself. Hand washing is the most effective way to prevent infections that can become dangerous when medical care is limited. Personal hygiene also restores a sense of normalcy and mental well-being during a time of absolute chaos. Number 14, the analog navigator. Although we rely on GPS, you must carry a physical map. Technology can fail if batteries die or networks are jammed. A printed map allows you to understand the layout of roads, towns, and rivers without electronic assistance. It helps you identify alternate routes if main roads become blocked by military checkpoints or traffic congestion. A map requires no electricity and remains reliable under all circumstances. Folding maps are lightweight and can be the most dependable tool for reaching safety when the digital world goes dark. Number 15, the paper memory. Carrying a written list of emergency contacts is essential. If your phone is lost, stolen, or the battery dies, can you remember the phone numbers and addresses of your family? Write them down on a small piece of paper. This allows you to borrow a phone and still reach your loved ones. The list should also include pre-agreed meeting points where your family will reunite if you are separated. Children should carry simplified contact cards in their pockets so rescuers can identify them and reunite them with their parents. All of these items must fit into one dedicated emergency backpack. This is your go bag. It keeps everything organized so you do not waste precious seconds searching for supplies while the sirens are screaming. A backpack allows for hands-free movement, which is essential when walking long distances or helping family members through difficult terrain. A well-packed bag distributes weight evenly and serves as the foundation of your survival preparation. Instead of gathering items individually during a panic, you can grab one organized bag and move quickly towards safety. If you are watching this, you are already ahead of 99% of the population. But being informed is only half the battle. You have to be ready to act. If you want more deep dives into the reality of survival when the world goes dark, hit the subscribe button and join our community. It is better to be a year too early than a second too late. The shadows are growing longer, and the sirens are not stopping. Stay alert, stay silent, stay alive. Subscribe to survive. This is The Last Log.